Hey Karen, how is it going? I was thinking about some cultural intelligence when preparing my English lessons. One way of looking at the issue of cultural is intercultural communication, but I'm not sure about how to engage my students with it.
Your point makes me think of all the times in which we have faced processes of cultural exchange, particularly taking about our actions in the face of the cultural characterization of some people.
You speak of different skills, so I can also assume that you exercise this intelligence in all of your areas of daily life, right?
Not only that, every day we need to use our emotional intelligence according to our actions, but it would also say that how we understand the social actions from others. To add to this idea, whether we make our learner cultural intelligence be recognized, they will know that adaptability is the most important aspect to be followed, isn't it?
Of course, it depends on how adaptable a person you are when performing or just knowing the situations you have to handle. It could also depend on how fast your students are able to deal with the upcoming or unaccepted cultural issues.
Your point makes me think this exercise turned out to be so hard and difficult to identify if we acquire the discipline and the measure of intelligence in the capacity to change, it will be easier to teach our students how to recognize it.
You speak of discipline, then I can also assume that's part of what we as people must do every single time, understanding others' differences and opinions at all.
My dear, but there are several things to consider. One, not all Colombian people are disciplined. Two, we as a teachers should reflect on people trying to understand others. And three, we all have to adapt the circumstances and don't judge.
I really understand what you're saying. Not only that the instructor should be able to engage his or her students with their realities and capacities, but I would also say that they can apply the knowledge to real life and everything will be better for them because they won't have any mistake to be acceptable and respectful against the society.
Of course, it could also depend on our social and cultural context. If we include in our pedagogical practices exercise that develop cultural intelligence, our students will be able to have an automatic adaptation in all of the social processes.
My dear colleague, thank you so much for this conversation. I think that's really helpful for us.
Okay, I have that dress on. I don't have a nice rest of the day.
Okay, the same. Bye bye.